You know how last time I was on, I talked about falling in love and everything was great. Some time has passed and now I'm alone again. What I should do is surround myself with love and friends and family because it's the springtime and I'm not in the mood to be sad. And who better to help me than my very first wonderful, well, she wasn't my first friend, my friend Mariah. She's basically perfect lady and she's really, really tan. Hi, Mariah.
Hi. Passover is coming up, and I was brought up Catholic, so I have Easter under control.
Yes.
But now that I'm a Jewish wife, I feel like I should be more of an active participant, so I wanted to bring something.
Whereas before you were kind of a guest and visiting, now you're actually a member of the family. And I would say tribe, but I really, really hate that. We're all members of the same tribe. And in this house, they happen to have a Passover Seder instead of an Easter egg hunt. Not that you have to choose. You just want to know from me, so how to feel more like it's your custom and not just one that you're visiting.
Exactly, because I feel like I can incorporate it.
That's why she's such a good wife, but also friend, because she's so open and accepting of everyone else's traditions and habits. Were there any habits of Dan's? Dan is her husband. Once you moved in, you found out once you were a more permanent member of the family?
It's a little gross.
That's okay. We're not at the food part yet.
I've never really been big on blowing my nose in the shower. And then you kind of, I call it a snot rocket.
I think
The drain cover doesn't allow for the snot rocket to pass through, which is not something I would have known had I not lived there and put the cover on.
How do you cope with finding out this new stuff once you're in it?
I like to immediately try and come up with a solution before I bring up the problem. A suggestion, one for the other person, but also an idea of something I can do to help.
You're not going to ask him to change what he's been doing. You're just going to ask him to take your needs into consideration with that. If we were bringing Easter traditions and Passover traditions together, you don't have to choose. You're just going to make it so that both people get satisfied. So, Mariah, what did you bring?
I automatically thought of macaroons.
So even Jersey Shore people like macaroons.
Yeah.
And these are also gluten-free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is great, which includes a whole other sect of people.
Mm-hmm.
That diet can be some sort of religion. I brought a flourless chocolate cake, which I always love to make for Passover. It's also gluten-free, also can be kosher if made with margarine. But we're going to turn mine into more of an Easter treat.
I made my macaroons in two different shapes. Pyramids.
Macaroon pyramids, because the Jews were slaves building pyramids before they freed themselves. And Passover is all about freedom.
My favorite thing is decorating eggs, so I made some egg-shaped ones
Beautiful.
too.
So at Passover there's a Seder plate. There's actually an egg on that plate because springtime is a time of birth and renewal, because that's when things blossom. And I'm going to blossom out of my relationship. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to decorate the macaroons, right? Show us what you brought. Beautiful.
They're colorful chocolate.
That's okay. We'll just use it. So right now we are melting the colorful chocolate over low heat so we can dip the macaroons. Beautiful flourless chocolate cake. Mariah got me these beautiful Easter sprinkles. They look like little bunnies. Ta-da! It's like ice cream. Banana.
Ooh.
Some more of these. My idea was it to look like a little flower pot, like spring.
Action of you doing that makes me think of you planting seeds in soil.
I am. I'm planting seeds for a new life with my freedom from slavery flourless chocolate cake. So we burned these a little, but now it has these interesting brown chunks. That's going to make it look a little more earthy. In an ideal world, these would be liquidy. I'm just going to go like that.
Like the tip. I like that.
Yeah. It's like the mortar of the pyramids that made the bricks stick together. And this is like the placenta from the chicken.
Oh.
Also, at the Passover Seder, we do this thing where we dip parsley in salt water, and the parsley is the freshness of spring, and then the salt water is our tears because we were slaves. But then I like to think it was also our tears of joy at being free. Okay, so I have this fresh parsley sprig and plant it. And then we have like a little tree in the desert. Like when the Jews were crossing through the desert, the first time they saw a tree, and maybe there were all these little Easter eggs because maybe some kids nearby were having an Easter egg hunt.
Maybe that's the bush.
Should we set it on fire?
No.
But also there's salt in the chocolate, so this is like an alternative way of parsley and salt water. Add the joy and the passion of chocolate, and you can have tears of joy. Let's eat it. And parsley also freshens your breath, and you know if you're going for a fresh start like I am, you're going to need fresh breath.
I like that.
Because spring is in the air. Do you feel like more ready?
Yeah, I'm actually physically bringing something, which always feels good. I don't like to show up empty-handed.
Never show up empty-handed to any holiday or relationship.
Now I can come to the table, bring who I am.
It represents you, and it allows you to explore something else. Just like my Flourless chocolate cake. I could put it into an egg shape if I was more professional. How can we not give up one for the other, but mesh the two together? Happy Passeastover. Passeastover.
Ooh.
Invite someone you don't know to your Easter egg hunt or your Passover Seder and include them in your tradition. And then you can have a marriage like Mariah's, or a happy friend marriage like I have to Mariah. Rebirth and babies and bunnies. Dana! You do it too.
Dana!